Conor McGregor went 22-0 in MMA.
I've been fighting my entire life. It's what I was put here.
In the octagon. Is he the best fighter?
Became the first double champion in UFC history and was the biggest combat sports star on earth.
Few things in all professional sports as special as a Conor McGregor mixed martial arts fight.
Then he went 1-3 in his last 4 fights and broke his leg.
No way.
His leg is broken, and that's definitely a hard one to take.
Is Conor McGregor done?
Here's how the Notorious became notorious for losing. July 2013. Conor McGregor is a nobody, a featherweight from Dublin collecting welfare checks while training in a gym that smells like old sweat and broken dreams. But he's telling anyone who will listen that he's going to be a 2-division UFC champion. Nobody believes him. This wasn't confidence. This was prophecy. Everything Conor McGregor said would happen, happened. He called the round. He called the method. He called the future. April 2013. McGregor makes his UFC debut against Marcus Brimage. Before the fight, he tells the world exactly what's going to happen. First round, 67 seconds. Brimage is unconscious on the canvas. Not lucky, predicted. But there was one man standing between McGregor and immortality. A champion who'd held the belt for years. His name was Jose Aldo. December 2015, UFC 194. Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo for the featherweight championship. McGregor gets inside Aldo's head so deep that Aldo stops talking. The day before the fight, McGregor tells his coach exactly how it's going to end. Left hand, counter, first exchange, 13 seconds. Fight night, Aldo rushes forward. McGregor slips, the left hand, clean. Aldo crumbles, 13 seconds. The fastest knockout in UFC title fight history. At UFC 205, McGregor stepped into the octagon as a featherweight champion. He left as a double champion, the first in UFC history. 2 belts, 2 divisions, 1 man. November 2016, McGregor knocks out Eddie Alvarez to become lightweight champion. He's now holding 2 belts simultaneously. He's on top of the world, the biggest star in combat sports. But here's the problem. There's nowhere left to climb. Between November 2016 and October 2018, McGregor fought once in the UFC. Once in 2 years. While he chased boxing money and whiskey deals, the lightweight division moved on without him. And there was one man waiting, Khabib Nurmagomedov, a man who'd spend his life preparing to break Conor McGregor. October 2018. UFC 229. McGregor versus Khabib. This was supposed to be his return to glory. But the trash talk had gone too far. McGregor attacked Khabib's religion, his family. Khabib wasn't coming to fight. He was coming to punish. Round 1. Khabib takes McGregor down within seconds. For the next rounds, the world watches Mystic Mac get suffocated. No predictions, no magic, just exhaustion. Round 2, McGregor cheats. Grabs the cage, grabs Khabib's shorts. By round 3, McGregor is broken, talking to Khabib mid-fight, trying to survive. Round 4, Khabib sinks in a neck crank. McGregor taps. The prophecy is over. The Notorious just got humiliated on the biggest stage in UFC history. And it gets worse. Khabib jumps the cage. A brawl erupts. McGregor sits defeated, watching his empire crumble. McGregor needed redemption. January 2020, he returns to face Donald Cowboy Cerrone. McGregor knocks him out in 40 seconds. The media calls it a comeback, but beating Cowboy wasn't impressive. Then comes the fight everyone wanted. The rematch with Dustin Poirier. They'd fought in 2014. McGregor won, but that was 7 years ago. In MMA, that's a lifetime. July 2021. UFC 264. McGregor versus Poirier 2. Poirier had evolved. McGregor, older, slower, more hittable. Round 1, McGregor limps. Round 2, Poirier lands clean. McGregor tries to wrestle. Poirier drops him. TKO. McGregor demanded an immediate rematch. January 2022. UFC 264. Poirier 3. 1 round. McGregor throws wild punches. Then his leg gives out. The tibia snaps. The fibula shatters. He collapses, screaming. Doctors rush in. The fight is over. But the real break wasn't in his leg. It was in his mind. Because when McGregor finally returned, the world would see that the fighter who predicted everything never saw his own downfall coming. June 2024, McGregor returns to face Michael Chandler at UFC 303. A fight that was supposed to save his career never happens. Injury again. In that moment, the truth became undeniable. Conor McGregor was done. Not officially retired, but done. Since becoming double champion in 2016, McGregor is 1-3 in the UFC. His only win, Cowboy. His losses, Khabib, Poirier again. This time, a broken leg. He fought 4 times in 8 years. Meanwhile, fighters he used to dominate kept evolving. The whiskey business became more important than the fight game. He stopped being a fighter and became a celebrity who occasionally fought. The Octagon doesn't care about Instagram followers. He still thinks he's Mystic Mac, still believes the prophecy isn't over. But the only thing left to predict is when he'll finally admit it's over. While he was gone, the lightweight division evolved. Islam Makhachev became champion. Khabib's protege, Charles Oliveira, went on an 11-fight win streak. Others he never faced rose. McGregor didn't change with it. If he came back today, where would he even rank? Top 15? Maybe. Title shot? Laughable. But the UFC would still book it because he sells. Even washed, even finished, he's still the biggest name in the sport. And that's the tragedy. He's become a spectacle, not a competitor. The prophecy said he'd be a 2-division champion. It came true. It said he'd be the biggest star. That came true. But it never warned him what happens when the predictions stop coming true. When the future you promised never arrives. So what's left? A broken leg, a 1-3 record, and a question nobody wants to ask. Should Conor McGregor retire? Or is there one more chapter left in the prophecy? His legacy is secure. First double champion, biggest star. 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo. Legends fall, but they fall while still competing. McGregor stayed to collect checks. You can't fight as a business. As of 2024, McGregor hasn't fought in over 2 years. The UFC hasn't released him. He hasn't retired. He exists in limbo, a ghost of Mystic Mac, haunting press conferences, threatening comebacks that never come. The prophecy said he'd be champion, rich, famous, and all of it came true. But it never warned him about the hardest fight, knowing when to stop. And that's the fight Conor McGregor will never win. Conor McGregor went 22-0, predicted his rise to double champion, and became the biggest star in combat sports. Then he went 1-3, broke his leg, and never came back. The cycle of rise and fall never stops. Another champion once dominated with the same confidence, the same aura. Her name was Ronda Rousey, and her fall was even faster. That story is next.